Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team.
I need all of that.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Back, bro. Motherfucker's fast as hell. He leads my team in touchdowns.
Check 41. Watch the screen.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
That's cool.
To throw is King. Operating from the
gun. I threw it to the wrong person.
One deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete.
I was looking at someone else,
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice.
Grant got that moss ability, bro. That shit ain't happening today.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Into a double team.
I thought I had that motherfucker.
Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors.
That's Darwin, bro. He ain't catching over that motherfucker.
And got the ball from him.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes?
Because you got rid of Watson, bro.
Play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage.
No,
to make that tackle.
Not at all.
He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well
even if he had a noodle arm,
motherfucker's
got escape artistry. That's the most OP shit.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers.
That's okay. My Dolphins and Lombardi got an escape artist now.
They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down
I had to, bro.
The kickoff unit is out on the field.
I was going to send them a 1 and a 3. Then I talked into him about sending them both to my second. So he ain't picking so late as well in the third.
To the 25-yard
line. Basically, my first is going to be a second anyway.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud.
The offensive line is fucking garbage.
But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second and 9 now. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Oh, yeah. Let me get you on that DT. Let me get you on that DT.
It's complete to Grant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 35.
Yeah.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them,
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken
I really didn't
the lead.
juke nobody. I just juked into my block.
Well, partner, that was another
My blocking lane.
One thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field
O-line
goal kicker
leads the league in sacks, so my D-line.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second.
I got an
11.
X-Factor in the middle. Another superstar. A young dude on the left.
From the gun, Clifford.
Ooh,
And
good
he
throw.
finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Ready? Flag 25. I know he ain't got it. Kill, triple team. Kill, triple team.
The first down throw for Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And
You love it, that motherfucker was about to fumble, bro.
49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Ready? Flag 25. Ready, even.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side.
I got 390-plus speed linebackers, bro. That shit is so nice.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
She hurt my
We'll step aside
TV.
and come back to Carson after this.
I know you did.
Stepping up, he'll try. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Clifford, he completes this one to Mack.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Clifford. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Clifford going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Complete. It's Henry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now King to throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded inside the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That's good to me.
Another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you
like
start
that
thinking about
3-4,
going to his backup.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Clifford. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
it's caught inside the 20.
Oh, that boy fumbled. Oh.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Oh,
yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Oh, bro, you took that out, bro? Why?
The football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
I'm a lot better than this. I keep going to it, bro. I'm a lot better than this.
2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 4. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. Clifford flush to his right.
Oh, why? I fucking hate this game, bro. It makes
past the 15. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Clifford. And he completes it to Westbrook. And up to the 35.
Stay away from Derman. That motherfucker will make you fumble, bro.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready? 30 base. 56. 56, the mark.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Clifford going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun, Clifford. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, Clifford dancing to his left.
Why?
Fuller brings it in over the
Jesus
middle.
Christ, dude,
and
I
he
fucking
works
hate
it
the
past
AI.
the 30, almost to the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Clifford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Ready, set. Leo.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clifford. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Boyd.
I don't know why nobody was
to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go.
2nd and 3. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. From the gun, Clifford being chased out left. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one.
Well as hell, bro.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
On 1st down, Gordon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Wow. Lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. King now looking to throw on 2nd down.
Why did he not follow?
And that will be incomplete.
Why did he not follow?
That's
me for not paying attention. I thought he would follow my fucking outside wide receiver.
Defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down, Clifford.
Safety.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Drop deep. Watch the safety creep.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
King throwing on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader.
DJ's been getting in the backfield.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 20-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
You ran cover 9, bro. The cover 9 to cover 6. That shit has a weakness if you're not using it right.
The official says this one counts.
There's a flaw in that fucking play. You're going to have to baseline that for an user or safety for nothing to go wrong.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans
Motherfucker don't allow returns, bro.
For their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing again. Clifford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's King on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. King. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Check 41. All day, just like that. Just right.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now King operating from the gun. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rolling to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check 9. Ready.
On 4th down, Clifford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
That's a terrible
the defense is
ball.
going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. King. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly,
look at that hole.
first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He's been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment.
Oh, you took my line, brother.
Emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5. Here we go.
King now from the gun on 3rd down. His throw caught. Right around the 6.
GG, bro.
He'll be out of bounds about a